This is to Salonis Garage out of Ohio. I asked you the questions about the Kohler Magnum and been posting on your comments here off and on. The story behind this engine, a friend of mine, his daddy died. He didn't want the machine or the mower. The engine was already tore apart down to the crankcase. Jugs was already off of it. Pistons was already out. Everything was bagged up. So it's truly a definition of a project basket case. I got it and got it back together, or got it back as far as you see it, just putting it back together just to check tolerances so I can put it back together and put a rebuild kit in it. But I've managed to get the tappets in and the valves. The valves was labeled and bagged, but the tappets, the crankcase was laying open on the bench. He said he just threw it back together. And I noticed when I opened it up yesterday to check things for wear that it was out of time, which told me that for sure it had been opened. But it came on that machine right there. He told me to come get the machine and the engine. I could have it, but I'm now within about 3,000 spec, actually closer, I think, on the valve lash from the factory spec. I think if I remember correctly, the exhaust was at 15 thousandths on both, or 14,000, which is minimum spec. And I think the intake was at 7 on both. But some things was mixed up. And it's one of them things, like I said, he told me that whenever he opened it up, that when he opened it up, but whenever when his daddy died, it was literally laying on itself, and he just threw it back together the best he could. So, best I can tell, everything's here. I'm going to try and get it put back together, but that's the deal. I'm calling this project basket case because that's truly what it is a basket case. If I can get it back together and get it running, it'll be a miracle from what I can tell.